Hello, we want to present the new version of the LBL, which has been developed from the requirements identified in the EU Brazil Cloud Connect project. First, we are going to enter to the service. We can use an account provided by the LBL portal, or we can enter with an account with a LinkedIn account. In this case, we are going to access using my LinkedIn user. Once we have entered to the portal, we can start using the collection of, in this case, some flies. You can browse the collections and you can open the sequences, and you have access to the original sequence in GenBank. Also, you have two different kinds of maps. One is a head map, where the sequences are allocated using a color scheme, or you can use a normal vector map, where sequences are simply allocated by the number of sequences found in a specific area. You have access to the sequences in the map, and also you have access to advanced features such as a minimap, where you can simply navigate, or a home button that restores your original view of the map. In the collection list, you have also the possibility of selecting several sequences and exporting them using FASTA format or the NCBI ALXL sequence format. And you can select the kind of compression that you want to use with your file. Once the sequence is exported, you can browse your files, including your sequences, using the drive. Also, you have the possibility of downloading the sequence from this view, but also you can create a link to the sequence that can be used. In this case, we are going to create a link to this sequence that can be used to access the sequence or to share the sequence without the necessity of having an account in the LBL portal. In this case, you can copy the link, which is simply a secret hash that users can use to download the sequence without having a user in the LBL portal. Also, in the LBL, we have integrated the papers that have to do with Leishmaniasis and with the parasites and with the species that causes the disease. You have the link to the original citation in PubMed. And we also have the molecular analysis, where there are several molecular pipelines that have been implemented. You can select one of them, selecting an input data from your drive. You can set up the input parameters and you simply submit the pipeline for execution. Once you submit the pipeline, you can monitor the status of the pipeline, and once the pipeline is completed, you will have access to the products of the execution in this window. You can simply go to the list of pipeline executed before, for example in this case, and you have access to the products. In some cases, for example in this case, this output is a phylogenetic analysis, and you have several different representations that you can use to visualize your results. Finally, you have also the opportunity of changing your account settings. Of course, in this case we cannot do it because we are using for this demo a LinkedIn account. And also you have the opportunity of listing the LBR instances that are available. In this case we are using the UPB main instance, which is a shard of the database and also is a broker. Here is a profile, LinkedIn profile. So thanks for attending the presentation.